Yeah, baby. Let's go, Big Blue. All right. Welcome along to Too Slow to Old. Me, an old man, talking about running, trying to run a marathon at 50, my first marathon. I'm doing this for Dementia Concern, who are a local charity who offer care and assistance to dementia sufferers and their carers and relatives. We would be ever so grateful if you would see it in your hearts to check the Enthuse link down below and drop a few quid into the charity pile. That would be excellent. Thank you very much. And now on with the nonsense. So, we're into the taper. This is the little period, the couple of weeks directly before the marathon where you take your foot off the gas a little bit. The idea is that you've done all of the work to build up your endurance, to build up your stamina. You can cover the distance. You should physically be able to cover the distance. Whether you can do it mentally is another thing and will only be seen on marathon day. However, you've done it. You've built the resilience and the endurance, and now it's a case of just tapering off the volume such that when you get to marathon day, your legs are nice and fresh, but you've still got all of that ability to cover the distance. So, with that being said, it's still a 50k week this week. So 3 10k runs, usual 2 normal training runs, 1 pacey run, and then 20k on the Sunday. Just a short, gentle 20k. After you've run 32 or 34 and a half in my case, yes, that's a short run, but it's still basically a half marathon, which is ridiculous. Anyway, on with it. Tuesday, nice and straightforward. Bit of a shakeout from the long run of the previous Sunday. So I wasn't expecting much, but I got through it all right. And it went like this. Evening all, and the taper starts here. First 10k easy run of the post long run era. Feeling a bit stiff still from Sunday, so it's going to be quite gentle. And I'm going to take this taper very seriously. Halfway, just plodding along, and you know when you step out the door and you know you've forgotten something? That's right, I've got no trousers on. No, that's not it. I've left my patella bands at home, and I feel similarly naked without them. No knee problems as yet though, so hopefully not a problem on such a short distance, because 10k is a short distance now. We continue, and that's the end of that. Nice and gentle, bit tightness in the calves, nothing to worry about, nothing that the foam roller won't cause me to scream about, I'm sure. Despite what it looks like, I don't just go out in the daytime and finish at night. I am slow, I'm not that slow. It's just a trick of the timing. Anyway, that's another day down. I think I'm almost in single figures now. I believe I've got 10 more training runs to go until the actual marathon. So that's a sobering thought. I will bid you adieu on that. Good night. And Wednesday, things got a little bit interesting. Again, I didn't go out intending, really, seriously intending to try and break my 10k PB, but I had it in the back of my mind that maybe I should. So I did go out kind of fast, and I wasn't expecting to be able to sustain it, but I kind of held on to it, and I got to, I think, 7k, and I was, for me, flying, but feeling really quite tired. So I kind of took my foot off the pedal on the 8th and the 9th kilometers, and then went for it again a bit on the 10th. And where I got to, well, watch the videos first. Well, this one is going to suck. 10-kilometer pace run. It's warm. I'm tired. And I kind of need to get it done quickly. So it's probably going to be too fast. And then I'll have to stop and blah, 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 blah. Anyone may find out, I suppose. That was a tough one. And no mistake. I did set off too fast. That kind of, I think the first 3, maybe even 4 kilometers at 5:30-ish per minute, which is, that's like my 5k best time. Couldn't sustain that. Well, sorry, I wasn't able to sustain that. Maybe with a bit more chutzpah, I would have been able to. I don't know. Anyway, I dropped down to more like the range that I was trying to run in, which was kind of half marathon pace, 6:10 to 6:30 per kilometre. And I stayed kind of above that, so between 6 minutes and 6:10, I think, for the next few kilometres. And then around 7 to 8, the poo monster got me. So I had to slow down and focus on not shitting myself, without being blunt. And I got that back under control for the last 1.5 kilometres. And I speeded up again, I think. And I really ran hard the last 500 metres or so. So I'm blowing now. 10k in under an hour. I think under 59 minutes. Which, I think if I'd kept going through kilometres 7 and 8, I may have been close to a PB for 10k, which I wasn't trying to do. I had it in the back of my mind, but I wasn't trying to do it. So I'm quite happy with that. This is a long ramble. I'm going to go and die quietly somewhere. So yeah, where I actually got to was 5 seconds off my PB, which I think I set, I don't know, a couple of years ago at least. Certainly when I was a younger person and when I was training for a 10k. So I'm surprised at that. Again, given that I'm training for a marathon, I'm surprised that I'm building the ability to run fast for me. I guess it's not fast. Like in absolute terms, it's not fast. But yeah, I don't know. Good, I suppose. I was quite chuffed with it. I was a little bit disappointed I didn't push harder in those 8th and 9th kilometres because I'd have broken it easily. I also wasn't wearing my fast shoes. So I've got confidence that once this marathon program's over and done with, that 10k PB should be in sight. Friday, again, just a normal 10k easy run, or normal easy run. Nothing spectacular about it. And it went like this. Morning, nearly the end of the week. 10k little, it's not even a tune-up, is it? It's just a warm-up, a refresher, and a amuse-bouche. Zone 2, 10k. The taper continues at a slow and steady pace. About 2/3 of the way done. Struggling to keep this in zone 2. It's quite warm this morning. I still feel fatigued from the 10k effort on Wednesday, especially my right calf. That's something to work on over the weekend. Get the old foam roller in it. And maybe I'm a bit dehydrated. Don't know. Anyway, try and keep it down in zone 2 for the last 3 kilometres and enjoy the rest of the day. Well, that was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, just in terms of staying in zone 2. Oh well, like I said, hot, a bit dehydrated, running fasted and fatigued from Wednesday. So we'll put that down as a recovery run and move on to the last
longish run, 20k on Sunday. Nearly a half marathon and I'm saying it's longish, Jesus. Right, back to the day.
And that leaves Sunday. Sunday, 20k. Again, you know, I say it and I think the plan is written such that, oh, it's a nice short 20k. That's a distance I wouldn't have even considered running 2 years ago. So I went out and did it, and it was fine. And yeah, I don't know. I feel my energy is dropping in this video, and it was dropping at this point in the training program, just because we've broken the back of it, and we're waiting for the big thing to come along. So I'm sorry for that. I'll try and do better. Here's the video from Sunday.
Hello, hello. God, I look a state. Right, it's the taper, week 1, long run. It's a short run. It's not, it's a half marathon, it's a 20k run. It's shorter than it has been. We're gonna take it real slow, maybe a little bit of a burst at the end, and see how the mood takes us. 5.5 in, and we're going okay. Nice and steady. I've been up Widowmaker Hill once, and I think I'll probably do it again, just to get my elevation practice in. Other than that, I'm keeping to cadence today rather than heart rate, but I'm taking it easy. And when I dropped out of my 5k work interval, I was in zone 2, so that's good. Wonder if I can actually get this finished before it gets dark today. 11.5 in, another jailbreak. I'm going to head back up Heartbreak Hill, I think for the second time and last time in this run. I'm not trying to kill myself. I still don't feel quite where I think I want to be. Well, that might just be because this is just a training run and not a real thing. No adrenaline flowing. Anyway, it's going okay. 17 and a bit k done. Still hanging in there, zone 2-ish, at least in these recovery kilometres. 2 left after this one, and I'm going to pick the pace up a little bit and just see if there's a strong finish left. Wish me luck. And that's that done. 20k, did push the last couple up to 6-minute kilometres, which wasn't all out, but certainly made it harder. Good, yeah. The last longish run of the programme. I think it's 13k next Sunday, and everything in between is kind of naughty stuff now. Nothing else major until the big day. Scary shit, man.
And yeah, that is week 14 done and dusted. 2 weeks to go. I was starting to get nervous, very definitely, and I think that's just going to continue building from now. So, I don't know. I don't have any advice because I've never done this before. I think the only advice that I would tell myself is believe in the training. You put in the effort, you've hit every session, and while you are not going to be fast, you should get round. Anyway, let's leave it there. Talk to you next week. Bye.
Morning. It's rubbish.
We would be... Oh,